Over the years, I've heard different jaw-dropping tales about travel scams, most of which you wouldn't even believe. These guys are wild and can't do anything to rip you off. In that video, I'd be exposing some of their tricks while providing you with some valuable tips to keep you alert and safe. The fear of falling victim to fraudsters would be a thing of the past after watching this video. One of the most popular scams on our list that you should look out for is the infamous sauce trick. No, it's not what you're thinking. They don't give you some sauce to eat. It happens this way, rather. You might be leisurely strolling through a bustling market, minding your own business, and suddenly, someone will squirt or spill sauce on you. Pretending to be concerned for your well-being, they offer to help clean it off. But that is when the deed is done. While you're distracted, their accomplice may sneakily swipe your wallet or other valuables. Stay alert and treat anything unusually diverting as a potential pickpocket attempt. There is also the money-changing scam. These sneaky swindlers are experts at giving you less change than you deserve, or swapping bills right before your eyes and you wouldn't even know. Well, you've got to outsmart them, mate, so always double-check your money before leaving the exchange booth, and don't let them rush you. Rushing you could be a sign of something being terribly off. Also keep an eye out, as some currencies have similar-looking denominations. Avoid accepting torn or damaged notes too, as they can be difficult to use later. Next up is the dreaded dodgy tour scam. Dreaded, because it has turned several dream vacations into nightmares. How does it happen? It is simple, by traveling with sketchy tour operators. It may come at a cheaper rate, but it isn't worth the heartache it causes you later on. Avoid doing that at all costs. Instead, opt for well-established companies with very good reputations and stellar reviews. Always do your research and ask for recommendations from your accommodation or fellow travelers before paying too. Going with reputable operators ensures you get exactly what you pay for and keeps you safe during your adventures. Have I talked about taxi and tuk-tuk scams yet? Holy moly. I know we've all heard horror stories about drivers overcharging passengers, but some go way beyond that. From claiming their meters are broken to taking you on the longest route possible, the list just goes on. To steer clear of these scams, always call for a licensed taxi or hail one from an official rank. If you're traveling by tuk-tuk, check with your accommodation for preferred drivers. And remember, be firm but polite about your destination. Don't be swayed if they try to take you elsewhere. Fifth on our hit list is ticket scams. Quickly picture this scenario. You're at a bus terminal and someone approaches you, offering tickets at a discounted rate or promising to bypass the long queue. That sounds like a juicy deal, right? You go ahead to buy the ticket, only to realize it's a fake when you board the bus. Poof, your money vanishes into thin air. This is exactly how ticket scams work, and to avoid this headache, always buy your tickets from official ticket booths or windows. Also, do not always be in a hurry or desperate, rather. Remember that cheaper doesn't always mean original. The list doesn't end there. Shall we now talk about fake cops, an unfortunate reality in many places? As crazy as it sounds, these imposters might demand to see your ID and then slap you with a fake fine, demanding that you pay up immediately. If you are not familiar with their antics, you will find yourself paying up because, well, you just want to stay out of trouble. The thing is this, if you always remember that a real police officer will never ask for an on-the-spot payment, you will always escape this trap. If approached by someone who looks official, show them your ID but never hand it over. Ask for their ID too, and if they issue a fine, tell them you'll handle it at the police station. Chances are they'll flee like the wind. If you love embarking on fun activities during your trips too, then you should bear in mind that rental scams like the infamous "you damaged it, you pay" trick with scooters or jet skis can ruin your vacation and wallet. Some crafty operators grant you access to faulty or spoilt equipment and then turn around to accuse you of spoiling them. Of course, they always demand that you pay for damages. Steps to prevent this? First, always inspect the vehicle or equipment thoroughly before renting. If you happen to discover any existing damage, please take photos of it. Trust me when I tell you that these photos will be your saving grace if you encounter any disputes upon return. Did you know that bars are very good hunting areas for scammers too? You might just zap out to enjoy the nightlife at a local bar. You know, a vibrant new country. You want to experience every bit of it. A friendly local strikes up a conversation, and as the night progresses, they disappear into thin air. Most times, they do so while leaving you with an exorbitant bar bill, or worse, your wallet missing. By now, you should know that you should always keep an eye on your drinks, and you should never leave without settling your bill directly. Last but not least is the deceptive world of fake souvenirs. If you love handicrafts and similar stuff, then you might fall victim to this if you're not very careful. It's disheartening to think that some handicrafts and goods marketed as locally crafted might be mass-produced in factories elsewhere. Now, before I wrap this up, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever fallen victim to a travel scam? Or perhaps you've dodged a potential trap that didn't even make it to this list? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's help each other enjoy scam-free journeys. Happy travels, everyone!